Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is pretty much the unboxing that I was talking about in the NECA update that I did on my last video. So I was supposed to get this one yesterday when I made that video, but I said it's not a big deal because I can create more content for you guys, so I'm doing this as a separate video in link to that one. So again, this is another NECA figure that I was supposed to show you guys. So yeah, let's do the unboxing here. It's gonna be a quick one today. Here, hopefully I do not want to cut the box inside as much as possible, obviously. So again, hopefully everything is on camera because this thing is quite massive here. Can't make sure I'm not cutting myself because I got a new X-Acto knife and this thing is pretty sharp. So yeah, again, I've been excited for this one. I used to have this figure many years ago. Again, this is a reissue. At least I didn't have the exact same one because there was 3 variations, or 4 actually, of this figure. Again, we're gonna see here in a second what's in the box. So already I can see bubble wrap, which is a very good sign. Let's cut here one less part. Boom. As I'm knocking my display box, let me just readjust that. Hopefully everything is on frame. So again, very excited. Oh, I can already see the figure inside, guys. Damn, this guy is big. Okay, so hopefully everything is in frame. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so let's see here. I can already see right there what's inside, guys. There you go, just a sneak peek. Let me just remove the box here. There you go. Put this on the ground right there. Already I can hear some pieces inside, so hopefully nothing is broken. That's gonna be upsetting. So let me just see how the bubble wrap is. Hopefully I can slide this. I have to cut this one below here. There you go. Wow, this thing looks awesome. Right there. And there you go. As you can see, this is the NECA Classic Predator. Let me just reframe the camera for you guys because this guy is quite tall. So as you can see, let me just adjust my camera, guys. I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds here. And here's the beast in all his glory. Obviously I contacted the seller because I found some issues. As you can see right there, the netting looks to be damaged because of that attachment that holds him in place. So that's quite unfortunate. The other thing, I think there's like a broken piece inside the box because I can see something obviously moving when I move the box. I don't know, it's maybe part of the toe. As you can see, that was kind of destroyed right there, and some of the toenails scratch the inside of the box. So I asked the seller if I can have a replacement because again, this thing is awesome. Like I said earlier, this is the first time that I got this one with the mask. Because the first one that I got pretty much in 2011, which was a long time ago, it was the again closed mandible version. And again, it's a shame that NECA, they could have took advantage and maybe create like the ultimate version of this guy and give us closed mouth, open mouth, and even that third mask that was a Stan Winston design, obviously, and it's pretty much how the Predator was supposed to look in the first movie. If they could have given us 4 heads inside the box, I mean, I think the box doesn't have enough space, but they could have made like a bigger box and include those 4 heads. I think they actually fit on this side right there. They could have included that and maybe create like the ultimate color scale. That would have been awesome. Again, same thing with the Predator 2 version, the City Hunter. They could have done the same because there was a couple of versions of that one. But yeah, it's it's a shame because I'm not sure if NECA is gonna re-release those. So let's take a look at obviously what's brand new here. I just took a look inside of the box and it says 2025. So I guess the third or fourth reissue, because 10 years ago or so ish, they've included this one, which is pretty much, it features LED lights, so inside the mask and right there on the gauntlet, you know, with the bomb. So other than that, what's new to this one is the mask was redesigned, especially right there in between the eyes. That looks new, obviously brand new paint application. All of the straps, so on his biceps right there, those are new, because on the original version I remember those were black, so that's pretty cool. Another new change that is pretty cool is again the tassels that holds the, you know, the bone trophies in place. On the old one it was like a piece of plastic, I think. I don't remember if though that one was actually rope, but this one is actually almost like a leathery type of material, so that's cool. Other than that, I would assume, obviously it's the same, you know, body, I would assume that the paint application is a little bit better on this one, especially on the head. It's a lot more weathered and not plasticky looking. Obviously this guy surprised me because it's more metallic in person than what it is, and obviously in camera is gonna be hard to tell because there's a glare on his face, but it looks more metallic in person than on camera. On camera, as I'm looking here on the screen, it looks kind of plasticky. Awesome figure, guys. Again, my only nitpick is it's not a true Cora scale, because this guy should have been at least 1.5 inches taller. As is, he's about 19.5 inches tall, and obviously I've seen other comparisons of other people pretty much putting Dutch next to him, and Dutch is almost the same size, maybe there's like 1/2 inch of difference. And obviously Arnold in the movie, his head pretty much came to about his chest right there. Obviously Kevin Peter Hall was a big dude, he was 7'1", 7'2", and then you put him in a Predator costume, obviously he was about 7'5", because obviously Predators, they have a giant head, and obviously Kevin's face would have been there, and you have these extra inches at the top. I'm gonna put some pictures obviously from the movie of Kevin inside the suit. So yeah, not quite accurate in terms of the scale. I think it's in between, you know, 1/4 and maybe 1/5. I think it's more accurate, but not quite. I mean, it's close to 1/4. Should have been way taller. Obviously the City Hunter is a bigger figure than this because it uses a different body, plus it has ball joints, but I actually quite prefer this body because I think you know, the proportions look way much closer to what Kevin Peter Hall looked in the suit, and I still think that this, in terms of an action figure, is the most accurate in terms of proportions of how Kevin Peter Hall looked inside the suit. Obviously the whole head ratio in proportions to the body, this looks excellent. I think this actually looks even better than the Hot Toys one, although we have to wait and see how that figure turns out. Even the Hot Toys one is underscaled. It should have been a lot taller, which is stupid because their recent Feral Predator has the correct size of 14.5 inches tall, where the Hot Toys one is still under 14 inches tall. I think it's like 13.5 or 13.7. So again, but yeah, this one, obviously the paint application is not as good as a Hot Toys figure, but considering this guy is $130 nowadays for the reissue, it's not too bad. Here in Canada was $185-ish. It's not too bad. I think the proportions look great. The only thing missing from this guy is obviously a bone trophy and maybe some more hands. I know the gored version of this guy that also came out years ago, that came with a trophy. So again, they could have made like the ultimate version of the Jungle Hunter and give us all the head sculpts, like I said before, the bone trophy, maybe some skulls. That would have been awesome. And even if they would have charged $200, let's say, I think people would have still bought it, because obviously you have 4 heads now, more accessories, so the price goes up. But I think, you know, people would have been happy to see. So let's take a look at the box here quickly. You can see same box as before. You have the jungle team right there with the Predator riding. You see the mask right there, which is fantastic. Obviously the good old Predator logo right there. It's a special edition because I think this is mostly for the light up features. And again, here you have some features of the figure. That's interesting how the mask was. This is pretty accurate as well. So let's see if, yeah, it looks about the same. Again, it's difficult to say because of the glare. Plus there's like this piece which is supposed to protect his face. That also came broken right there. It's pretty accurate right there. You can see a clothed version of the figure almost. Yeah, that effect. Looking at this gauntlet right there, that lights up obviously. This is a good old shot of the back. Fantastic looking, again the proportions. Again you have some text right there. You can pause the video and read that. And this is pretty much the older figures. These are the 7-inch line, and hopefully these three right there they can make in ultimate scale version. I think a lot of people would be happy to have these again. I used to have these. Obviously those back in the day they were like regular figures, but if they couldn't include these with obviously not necessarily multiple head sculpts. I mean, maybe for this one they could do like 3 heads, like a, as you can see there, closed mouth, I mean open mouth, a mask, and then another mask with like the scar look. And this one, the Celtic, they could do like 2 masks obviously, because in the movie the grid alien kind of scratches the mask, and I believe on the original release you could remove like the armor just like in the movie. So again we need these 3 in ultimate version. Also we need Wolf. I'm not sure why it's taking so long, because Wolf was teased many years ago and they still haven't gotten around to do a Wolf, which is unfortunate. So yeah, a very awesome figure. Again, I would recommend this one if you're a Predator fan. And again, if everything goes well in March, which is not that long from now, because we're obviously at the end of the year, but in March, if everything goes well, I should have my ultimate Holy Grail Predator statue, which is obviously, again, I'm not gonna say who made it, but again, it's the Jungle Hunter. I'm gonna have that ultimate grail. Again, it's gonna be very expensive, but I found someone. We made a deal, and I'm pretty much doing like a payment plan option. And in March, I'm gonna go and pick up the figure. I mean, not the figure, the statue. I'm gonna show you guys pretty much the whole setup. I'm gonna do a review, obviously an unboxing. I'm gonna go into detail of my opinion on why that's the best Predator statues, or I guess one of the best Predator statues, because nowadays you have obviously different statues from different movies out there, but I'm not gonna give you guys too much detail. That's gonna be a special video, so again, make sure to look for that. That's pretty much gonna be like my most expensive pieces in the collection. It's probably my most expensive you know, purchase of the new year of 2026. So again, it's gonna be very exciting to do. So yeah, stick around for the next videos. I have some special things to show you guys before the year ends. I'm gonna do some changes in the collection, show you guys some different setups. So yeah, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, and as usual guys, stay safe out there and have a great day. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye guys.